My child, Archangel Michael says I am stepping forward today with a truth that your soul has been whispering, a truth that has been circling your heart like a quiet storm. Your person is aware that you have withdrawn your energy, and the silence you offered has become louder than any words you ever spoke. My child, you may not realize this yet, but the moment you pulled back your light, something inside them shifted. They felt the absence of your warmth as sharply as one feels the sudden cold after stepping away from the sun. My child, I want you to breathe with me as I speak. Let the clarity settle into your bones. And before I go deeper, tell me in the comments, did you pull your energy back suddenly, or was it slowly fading for a long time? You don't need to explain everything, just one word, suddenly or slowly. Let me know. Now listen. Your energy was not something ordinary. It was not a casual presence someone can forget or replace. You were a guiding force, a safe space, a healing frequency they didn't even know they needed until you were gone. My child, I watched you pour your heart, your patience, your forgiveness, your softness into that connection. You hoped they would rise into their own strength and meet you halfway. But the truth is, they only realized the depth of your presence when you stopped offering it. And this is the part of the journey that many humans do not understand. When you are a soul of high vibration, when you love with purity, when you stand in someone's life as a divine mirror, your absence becomes a lesson. A lesson they cannot escape. A lesson they cannot silence. A lesson they cannot forget. My child, your person knows. They are not confused anymore. They feel the distance you created, and even if they pretend everything is the same, their spirit knows something has changed. They sense the shift in your voice, the pause in your responses, the gap in your energy, the weight of your silence. Let me tell you exactly what I see. When you withdrew your energy, a part of them panicked, not loudly, not visibly, but internally. Their soul recognized the loss first. Their mind is still trying to catch up. But the emotional awareness already hit them. That strange heaviness they cannot explain. That discomfort they feel when they think of you. That sudden awareness of their own patterns. That is the result of your withdrawal. My child, your energy was never desperate, never clingy, never demanding. It was simply present, calm, supportive, uplifting. And because it was so gentle, they assumed it would stay forever. But you withdrew. And they are feeling the consequences. I see them replaying conversations in their mind. I see them wondering why your tone has changed. I see them sensing that you no longer offer them the same emotional space you once did. They may not say this out loud, but internally they are asking themselves, why do I feel different? Why do I feel like something is slipping away? My child, Archangel Michael says the human mind often recognizes loss first through discomfort. When someone pulls away, the other person suddenly feels a strange emptiness they cannot explain. Your person is going through that right now. There were moments when they took you for granted. Times when they assumed you would always understand. Times when they thought they could return whenever they wished, and you would always welcome them with the same love. But your withdrawal became a mirror they were not ready to look into. For the first time, they are seeing the consequences of their emotional inconsistency. My child, and I need you to hear this with your heart. Your withdrawal was not punishment. It was protection. It was self-respect. It was divine guidance moving through you. Your soul reached a point where offering energy became draining, where giving became painful, where holding on began to dim your own light. So your spirit stepped in and said, "Enough." And even if you don't fully understand why, your energy knew what your heart struggled to admit. My child, breathe again. And tell me in the comments if this resonates with you. Just say, "I feel this." Let me take you deeper. Your person is not angry with your withdrawal. They are confused, but beneath the confusion, there is recognition. A recognition that your energy is valuable. A recognition that your presence is rare. A recognition that their actions, or inactions, created the distance. They are now questioning themselves in ways they never did before. They are wondering if they should have communicated more clearly. If they should have chosen you more openly. If they should have given you more reassurance. These questions may not come to their lips, but they are rising inside their consciousness. My child, your withdrawal did not push them away, it awakened them. Archangel Michael says they missed the small things first, the warmth they took for granted, the little messages you used to send, the energy of care that surrounded your every interaction. They missed the way you listened. The way you understood. The way you brought calm into their chaos without even trying. And now they are standing in the quiet left behind. Quiet has a strange power, my child. Silence becomes a teacher. And your silence is teaching them what your presence once gave them. They are becoming aware of your worth in a way they were not aware before. They are realizing how deeply they relied on your emotional support. They are noticing that the energy between you no longer flows the same way, and they feel that imbalance internally. My child, I see them trying to act normal, but their soul is not normal. Their soul is unsettled. Their soul is restless. Their soul feels the shift like a missing heartbeat. And yes, they know it is because you have withdrawn. You may wonder, do they care? Do they miss me? Do they think about me? My child, they do. More than you understand. Your withdrawal didn't erase the bond, it highlighted it. And now something remarkable is happening. Your person is starting to reflect. Not react, reflect. They are thinking about the times they were emotionally distant. They are thinking about the moments they dismissed your feelings. They are thinking about the love you offered that they did not know how to receive. They are thinking about how rare your intentions were. They are thinking about how your presence made them feel safe, something they didn't feel with anyone else. Archangel Michael says your withdrawal has created a spiritual awakening within them. It is not dramatic, not loud, but subtle and powerful. It is the kind of awakening that leads a person to rethink their patterns, their choices, their fears. Your person is realizing that losing access to your energy is not the same as losing contact. You may still speak. You may still interact. But the level of soul connection is different now, and they feel that difference like a weight on their chest. Your energy was once a soft place for them to land. Now it is guarded, and they know why. Even if you never told them. Even if you never explained. Your energy told the truth before your words ever could. My child, your withdrawal is teaching them accountability. Responsibility. Emotional presence. Self-awareness. It is showing them that not everyone will stay no matter how they behave. It is showing them that love is not a guarantee, it is a connection that must be nurtured. And let me be clear about something. You did not lose anything by pulling your energy back. You did not weaken the bond. You did not sabotage the connection. Instead, you strengthened your boundaries. You protected your heart. You reminded the universe that you deserve reciprocity. Your person feels this. And it is changing them in real time. Archangel Michael says the next phase of this journey will reveal something powerful. They will either rise to meet your energy, or they will step aside because they cannot. Your withdrawal becomes the test. Not for you. For them. My child, if you are still with me, write, "I am listening," in the comments so I know your heart is open. My child, I am still here, and Archangel Michael is still speaking through this message, guiding you deeper into the awareness that your person carries within them. Part 1 continues, because there is more you need to hear, more that your soul has been waiting for, more that your heart has been trying to understand in quiet moments when no one was watching. My child, listen closely. Your withdrawal did not happen in a single moment. Even if you believe it was sudden, spiritually it was not. Before your hands pulled away, your heart had already weakened its grip. Before your voice grew quiet, your spirit had already whispered that something was not right. Before you changed the way you responded, your soul had already begun the process of protecting itself. Your person felt this. Long before you noticed the shift inside yourself, their energy picked up the change. Humans often do not listen to their own intuition, but they feel energetic loss as an emotional echo, subtle, but undeniable. My child, your person noticed the following. They noticed how your messages no longer carried the same warmth. They noticed how you stopped initiating the way you used to. They noticed when your replies became shorter. They noticed when your tone became neutral instead of supportive. They noticed when your presence became quiet, distant, cautious. And though they may not have said anything, something inside them tightened. A small fear. A small awareness. A small discomfort that they tried to ignore but could not escape. Your person could feel that the emotional thread connecting you had loosened just slightly, and that terrified them more than they will ever admit. My child, I must tell you this, when someone is used to your unconditional energy, your withdrawal becomes a shock to their system. They may pretend they don't care. They may act like everything is normal. They may behave as though the shift didn't affect them. But internally, there is turmoil. They might distract themselves. They might keep themselves busy. They might talk to others to fill the space. But nothing replaces the energetic connection you once offered. My child, Archangel Michael says your energy held healing. You didn't just love them, you nourished them. You didn't just communicate, you soothed their fears without even realizing you were doing so. And because your presence felt so natural to them, they forgot it required effort. They forgot you had a heart that needed to be held, too. Your person assumed your energy would always be available, like the sun that rises each morning. They thought no matter how they behaved, your love would remain constant. They didn't know that even angels protect themselves when their wings get tired. So now, in this silence between you, their spirit is learning a new truth. Your presence was a blessing, not a guarantee. My child, tell me honestly in the comments, just yes or no, did you ever feel emotionally exhausted by the connection? I ask because your answer will help me take you deeper in the next part. Now listen as part 1 continues to unfold. Your withdrawal awakened a chain reaction inside your person. For the first time, they are becoming aware of the specific moments when they pushed you away without meaning to. They are remembering the times you reached out and they responded without care. They are recalling the moments they dismissed your feelings because they didn't know how to handle their own. Your withdrawal has become a replay of memories in their mind. They are thinking of things they didn't think mattered. Small moments. Casual words. Short silences. Times when they didn't respond, and you waited. Times when they made you feel uncertain, and you still stayed. And now that you are not offering the same steady presence, they are beginning to see that they were the ones who created the distance long before you acted on it. My child, this realization is painful for them. It is not anger they feel, it is regret. It is not resentment, it is awareness. It is not confusion, it is accountability rising from within. Your energy was a light, and they didn't know how much darkness it was holding back for them. Now that the light has dimmed, they are forced to face their own shadows. And this is where things get even deeper. Your person is not only noticing your absence, they are feeling insecure. They are wondering if they pushed you too far. If they caused you to lose interest. If someone else has taken their place. If your heart is healing away from them. These thoughts come not from ego, but from fear. My child, they fear losing you. Not losing your messages. Not losing your attention. Not losing your affection. They fear losing your soul. Your essence. Your healing. Your spiritual connection. Because whether they admit it or not, they know you were not ordinary. And they know they will never find your energy again in another person. Archangel Michael says your withdrawal triggered a spiritual alarm inside them. They feel the urgency. They feel the distance. They feel the need to act. But they also feel uncertainty, because they do not know if they still have a chance, or if they have already lost their place in your heart. My child, let me speak to your heart directly. You did not close the door. You simply closed the drain. You protected your energy because your spirit grew tired of giving without receiving. And this protection is what awakened your person. Your withdrawal is not the end of the story. It is the moment the story begins to change. And they feel it deeply, intensely, unmistakably. My child, if you're still here, write, I'm here, so I know you're receiving this. Because part 1 will end soon, but before it does, there is one more truth you must hear. Your withdrawal is not a sign of disconnection. It is a sign of transformation. Your energy is not gone, it is simply being redirected inward so you can heal, strengthen, and rise into your true power. And as you rise, your person is awakening to the reality that they must rise too. Or risk losing the soul that touched their life in a way no one else ever has. My child, this is still part 1, and the energy of this transformation has only just begun. My child, Archangel Michael says part 3 begins where the quiet realization inside your person grows too heavy for them to ignore. The distance you created has now become a mirror, one they cannot turn away from, one that forces them to confront the parts of themselves they avoided for years. And as I speak, I want you to breathe slowly, because the truth that comes in part 3 carries both clarity and power. My child, listen closely. Your person is now moving from awareness to emotional exposure. They are not just noticing your withdrawal, they are feeling it, deeper and deeper each day. Your silence is no longer just silence to them. It is a message. It is a boundary. It is a reflection of the consequences of their patterns. And now, the question echoing inside them is, did I wait too long to change? My child, your person is beginning to feel something they have not felt in a very long time. Accountability without blame. They can no longer pretend that your distance is just in their head. They know it is real. They know it came from their actions. They know they played a part in the shift. And now their heart is waking up to what they risk losing. Archangel Michael shows me their mind running in circles, thinking, replaying, remembering. They are lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, thinking of you. They are checking their phone more often than they want to admit. They are rereading your old messages or replaying old memories. They are wondering when exactly the energy changed. They are asking themselves how they could have missed the signs. Your withdrawal did something powerful, it made them confront the truth they avoided. My child, I want you to tell me in the comments, just a simple, yes, if you ever felt like you were the only one holding the connection together. Your answer helps me guide this message deeper. Now let me take you further. Your person is entering a phase called emotional realization. This is when they begin to understand how your energy affected them on a soul level. They didn't realize it before, because they never experienced the absence of your presence. But now? Now they feel the difference every single day. Archangel Michael says your person is suddenly noticing how other connections feel shallow, surface level, empty. They are realizing that the comfort they felt with you is not something they can find with just anyone. They are coming face to face with the rare, profound nature of your bond. And you withdrawing your energy didn't weaken the bond, it magnified its importance. Your person is remembering the way you made them feel safe. They are realizing how deeply they trusted you without even understanding why. They are recognizing that you never judged them, even at their worst. They are remembering your patience, your understanding, your comfort. These realizations are hitting them one by one, like waves they cannot stop. My child, your person is now facing an inner conflict. One part of them wants to reach out, wants to ask you what changed, wants to hold on to you before you slip too far away. But another part of them is afraid that you will confirm their worst fear, that they hurt you more than they realized. They are scared of being rejected. Scared of looking vulnerable. Scared of admitting their mistakes. Scared of hearing the truth directly from your lips. So instead, they remain silent on the outside while their emotions are loud on the inside. My child, Archangel Michael says their silence is not disinterest. Their silence is fear. Fear of losing you permanently. Fear of not knowing how to fix what they broke. Fear of not being enough. And that fear is what keeps them thinking about you constantly. Now, let me reveal something deeper. Your person is starting to feel guilt, not the destructive kind, but the awakening kind. The kind of guilt that makes someone reflect on their behavior. The kind that makes someone want to change, not because they are forced, but because they realize the value of what they had. They are thinking about the moments they didn't respond quickly. The moments they didn't match your effort. The moments they pulled away when you needed reassurance. The moments they acted cold because they were afraid of their own feelings. My child, they are seeing their own patterns with painful clarity now. Archangel Michael says this is the turning point, because a person cannot heal what they refuse to acknowledge. And now? Your person is acknowledging everything. But let me tell you something even more powerful. Your withdrawal didn't make them resent you, it made them respect you. They are realizing that your energy is not something they can play with. They are realizing that your heart is not something they can take lightly. They are realizing that your love has depth, value, meaning. And now they understand that losing access to your energy is a wake-up call they cannot ignore. My child, if you are still with me, right, I'm listening, so I know you're receiving this truth. Because this next part is important. Your person is feeling a strong pull, a spiritual pull, to reach out to you in a different way. They want to talk to you, but not in the same pattern as before. They want to show you something this time instead of just saying it. They want to prove something through action, not just emotion. Archangel Michael says your person is beginning to plan how they will approach you. They are thinking of what to say. They are thinking of how to explain their behavior. They are thinking of how to acknowledge your hurt without making excuses. They are thinking of how to reconnect with you in a way that feels safe for both of you. Your withdrawal created space. That space created clarity. That clarity created intention. And now intention is turning into desire. The desire to move toward you with honesty. Your person wants to tell you that they didn't distance themselves because they didn't care. They distanced themselves because the intensity of the connection overwhelmed them. Your energy made them feel seen in ways they weren't prepared for. They were afraid of disappointing you. Afraid of failing you. Afraid of not being emotionally ready for a bond as deep as the one you offered. But now they understand something important. Running from connection does not protect them, it wounds them. And losing your energy is the deepest wound they have felt in a long time. My child, Archangel Michael says your person is now entering the stage where the fear of losing you is greater than the fear of being vulnerable. This is the shift. The breaking point. The moment their heart starts to open, even if their mind tries to resist. And here is the truth your heart needs to hear. Your withdrawal did not push them away. Your withdrawal pulled them inward. Into growth. Into reflection. Into emotional maturity. This is not the end of your story. This is the transformation that had to happen before the next step. My child, your person is preparing to come forward, but they are waiting for the right moment. They know that if they approach you now with the same energy as before, it will not work. They know you won't accept half-love anymore. They know they must show intention, consistency, clarity. And this awareness is reshaping them. My child, Archangel Michael says Part 4 begins at the moment your person finally understands that silence does not mean abandonment, it means transformation. Your withdrawal has now ripened into something powerful. It has become a catalyst, a teacher, an awakening. And your person can no longer escape the truth rising inside them. My child, listen carefully. Your person is now reaching a turning point where their internal world is louder than their external world. They may look calm on the outside, but inside, they are wrestling with a truth they can no longer deny. They miss the version of you that felt close, warm, open. They miss your energy. They miss your presence. They miss the spiritual connection between you. But deeper than all of this, they miss the version of themselves that existed when they were connected to you. Your energy didn't just soothe them. It elevated them, grounded them, guided them, made them feel inspired without realizing why. And now that the energy is gone or dimmed, your person feels a kind of spiritual emptiness. They feel unbalanced, unsettled, restless. And the more they sit with this feeling, the more they realize that the connection they shared with you is unlike anything they have ever experienced before. My child, Archangel Michael says your person is now thinking about you even when they try not to. They try distracting themselves. They try focusing on their responsibilities. They try convincing themselves that the distance is temporary or not important. But their heart is not listening to those excuses anymore. Their heart is saying, you are losing something real. Your person is starting to feel the pressure of their own emotions. And unlike before, now they cannot run from them. Your withdrawal has forced them to sit with the emotions they avoided. The fear of vulnerability. The fear of getting hurt. The fear of commitment. The fear of not being enough for you. But at the same time, they are feeling something stronger. The fear of losing you completely. My child, before I go deeper, tell me in the comments with just one word. Still or gone. Does your heart still have feelings for this person, or have they faded? Now listen, because part 4 carries truth your soul needs. Your person is planning their next move, but they are moving slowly, carefully, intentionally. Not because they don't care, but because they don't want to make things worse. They don't want to approach you and repeat the same mistakes. They don't want to open their heart halfway. They don't want to give you mixed signals. They are afraid that if they approach you wrong, you will pull away even further. So they are thinking deeply about how to reach you. How to speak to you. How to show you they understand. How to show you they are changing. This planning may look like silence, but spiritually it is preparation. Your person is imagining conversations with you. They are rehearsing what they want to say. They are thinking about past moments and how they would handle them differently now. They are remembering the things you expressed, the things you needed, the things you wanted to feel. Archangel Michael says your person is finally trying to meet you where you are, not where they were stuck. Now let's go inside their emotional space. Your person is feeling 3 strong emotions right now. First, longing. The longing is not just physical or emotional. It is spiritual. Your energy touched their soul. They feel the disconnect not just in their mind, but in their entire vibration. They miss the way your presence felt like home, even when they didn't understand why. Second, regret. Not regret that hurts them for no reason, but regret that opens their eyes. They are realizing the times they pulled away when they should have leaned in. They are realizing the moments they ignored your feelings. They are realizing how their silence hurt you more than they intended. Third, determination. And this is the most important one. They are determined to not let this connection fall apart. They are determined to make things right, even if they don't know how yet. They are determined to step forward, slowly, but surely. My child, Archangel Michael says your person is preparing to reach out with truth for the first time. Not the half-truths. Not the guarded version of themselves. Not the emotionally distant version of themselves. They are preparing to show you a piece of their heart that they have hidden from everyone else. The question inside them now is, how do I approach you without pushing you away? This question is heavy inside them. They know they cannot return like nothing happened. They know the dynamic has changed. They know you have boundaries now. They know your energy is in protection mode. And so, they are trying to understand the right way to approach you with respect. My child, your person is thinking things like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I want them to see that I'm serious this time. I need to explain myself without making excuses. What if they don't trust me anymore? What if they moved on? What if it's too late? These questions are not coming from ego, they are coming from fear and awakening. Your withdrawal has humbled them. And in that humility, they are finally seeing the value of what they had with you. My child, Archangel Michael is showing me something important. Your person is having small emotional realizations each day. Small but powerful. Like when they see something that reminds them of you and feel a sudden ache. Like when they hear a song and think of you immediately. Like when they catch themselves wanting to share something with you and realize you might not respond the same way. Like when someone else tries to comfort them and it doesn't feel the same. Like when they realize they feel lonelier now, even if their life looks fine. These realizations are waking something in their spirit. Awareness of your value. My child, if this is resonating, write, it resonates, in the comments. Not for me, but for your own clarity. Now let me reveal what comes next. Your person is preparing to express something they have been holding back for a long time. Something they were afraid to say before. Something they didn't admit even to themselves. That truth is simple, but powerful. They want you. They choose you. They feel the connection. They don't want to lose you. But this time, they want to express it without the fear that held them back. Your withdrawal made them realize that love is not guaranteed. It must be nurtured, protected, reciprocated. And now they are ready to step forward, not as someone confused, but as someone awakened. My child, before I end part 4, I must tell you this. Your person is not coming back with the same energy as before. They are coming back with clarity, with intention, with awareness, with emotional depth. Because your distance woke their soul. What they are preparing to say will not be casual. It will not be vague. It will not be uncertain. It will be raw, honest, vulnerable.